Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial. I'm Leki from Cosby FX, sorry, Cosmic Finance. And well, what we do basically is trading. We trade the forex market and every form of market that is accessible. Well, basically our main focus is usually the crypto market and the synthetic market, which is the volatility indexes like the boom and crash, VIX 75 and the rest. Now the reason why our interest is basically on those is because those markets don't depend on the fundamental analysis, which means they're not driven by the news. So all it needs basically is your technical analysis, and once you have that in place, you'll make a good amount of money. So now today we want to be talking about the Bollinger Bands. Yeah, John Bollinger has really done a good work for us, and I'm sure you must have heard of Bollinger Bands several times. You must have seen it on your charts, and you just might not know its features, or you might even just have a few knowledge of how it works and the features. The usual thing is the upper band, you have the middle band, then you have the lower band. Yes, so I'll just run through a few things that you could use the Bollinger Band to do, but basically what we're looking at today is how you can actually use it to spot support and resistance, because a lot of persons have contacted me and said that they're having issues with spotting especially major support and resistance. So I'll just do a quick justice to that in this video, and we'll avoid some lengthy video. Quickly, there's a video on support and resistance, so you might just go ahead and check it out. On my channel you see another video I created on support and resistance, so you could use it to buttress this one also, and it will help you understand more what we're talking about. Now the first thing you need to do is to put your Bollinger Band on the chart, and the default settings for this is the period 20 divisions 2 shift 0. I want you to know that each of these settings are not fixed. You could actually change them to whatever is comfortable for you, and I've seen some persons who use 34, that's period 34. Some people use divisions larger than this, so it all depends on your interest. But what I need to understand is whatever you use, you should backtest it to make sure that the strategy works for you before you actually put in real money into it. So basically what we need to do here is this. Let me leave this as the default. Okay, all right, let me change this back to white, then okay, good. Now to what we're talking about today, which is spotting support and resistance. Now what you need to do is simple. You will notice that on your support and your resistance, you notice that on your chart you can see there are some distinct points because of your Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Band has actually made them quite easy. Now you want to spot extreme points where the price touched the Bollinger Bands and shoot out. Then after that we now had a diversion like a reversal. So for instance look at this. After the market, let me increase this. You can see after the market went up, when it got here it dropped down. You could call this a pullback, but it's not an ordinary pullback. This is more or less like a Fibonacci 38% pullback. If you look at this properly, this looks more or less like a 38% pullback before the bull run continued. So I could actually put my resistance point here, because at this point the market reversed down here. Then if you notice, when the market got here also, it moved back up. So I could put another one here. All right, okay. So you notice that the support, the resistance I put here, you can see it tallies with here, where the market dropped to this point, then went back up. You see, the market also pushed back on this and went back up. The market, look at here also, the market pushed back on this, went back up. So you can see that it makes it easy for you to spot levels, support and resistance levels or zones. Like if in the previous support and resistance video, I mentioned that support and resistance are not really levels, they are actually zones, you know, because there is not a fixed spot, it ranges between a certain zone. So once your price enters that particular zone, you wait for a confirmation for a reversal before you take your entry. So now another spot another place you can spot, you can see this, you can place it here, you can place it here. Okay, then you can see another one right here. You can see after it got here, it dropped. This one serves for this and this, it's a zone. All right, so you can place this one here. You can see this one served for this, served for this. When it got here, it dropped, got here, dropped. All right, so I hope you're beginning to see how easy this can be. Okay, you can have another one right here. See, so let's get to see another one. You can see the previous one I drew served for this, this one also served for this. So it's just, you can see this one served for this, served for this, this before we had a real drop. So basically all you need is just knowledge. All you need is knowledge. This thing is very easy, you don't need to stress yourself. Let's put one here, let's put one here, so that you can see serve for this, and this also. If you can see, this was more like a double bottom before it pushed up. So it's just easy and straightforward. One could be here, you can see serve for this, serve for this, serve for this. So I can go on and on and on and on and on, and you can see this serve for this, you can see this serve for this, pushed up. You can see this serve for this, pushed up. So you can see this dropped, retest this zone, then continue downwards. So I mean, you can see the ones I drew right from the beginning. You can see that they are still serving as far back as here. So what I just want you to understand is this: there is no rocket science to this thing. There is no one-way traffic to trading in the markets. There are 1,000,001 strategies, and the reason why I'm actually doing this is because I want you to have this notion that you don't have to stick to one strategy. If you've seen a strategy, you worked it out and you didn't get good results, it's simple. Like they usually say, change the strategy but don't change the goal. Change the plan but don't change